Greetings, class. Chris Haskins here with the realestateroundup.com. Thank you for joining us on our channel. My mission statement is to uplift the financial literacy of my fellow mankind. Through what? Through what, may you ask? Real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Yes, that's why we are here. That's why you're here. You never know where real estate is going to take us on a day-to-day basis. Once again, I've got a good one for you. We're going to do a home appointment today, and based on the data that I have collected, which you better be collecting before you go view any property, this possibly could be a subject to deal. Possibly be a subject to deal. I'm going to put this as a part 3 4-hour training. You've already learned how to break all the subject to deals down. So let's go over what we're looking for before we get to the property on a subject to deal. Second thing we need to go over is the condition of the property. So what we're looking for the numbers, then the condition. So you got your mortgage statement. I don't want you leaving the property. I don't want you leaving home until you know exactly what's going on with this loan. The loan is most important before you get to the condition of the property. If the loan is bad, the property don't mean nothing. All right, you can't do nothing with the loan, with the property. If the loan is okay, you might be able to salvage the house. All right, so let's go over what we're looking at. I know what I have in my hand. I'm going to show you on the screen there. This is the copy of the brother's mortgage statement, and I know some of you might be thinking, how in the heck did you get this guy's mortgage statement? Well, I want you to be able to get it also. When you go in there and you're talking with a homeowner, listen, ask them, do you have your most recent mortgage statement? You've got to have this stuff. I don't even want to do business until, and that will pre-screen your seller. If they're not willing to give you their mortgage statement, they're not ready to do business. They're not ready to get out of that house. All right. So when you get there, hey, Mr. Smith, you got your mortgage statement so I can take a look at it? I trust what you're saying, but I have to verify with my committee. I got to verify all the data when I go back to meet my committee. Because when I leave this house, all I have is words, Mr. Smith. So I need something to show them when I get to my committee and talk to them. Okay, so first thing we're looking at is monthly payments. You got to know your monthly payment. So pull that up on your handouts here, class. Monthly payment is going to be total regular monthly payment, $12.75. I'm rounding up. $12.75. I'm rounding up. Never round down in real estate. Never round down. All right. Now, before we move on, I've got some other stuff here. Monthly payment. The first question we have to ask ourselves after we know what the monthly payment is, what can this place rent for? What can we, being the buyer, rent the property for? So this house here, I pulled it up. I saw that it was a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I know that it can rent for anywhere around $1,500. Roughly in good shape. So we've got a little bit of cash flow here, but I don't really know if I'm going to go after cash flow on this one because we have 2 income streams on subject twos, monthly cash flow and down payment. We have two main income streams on buying property subject to. We get cash flow on the monthly income, on the rents and down payment. So keep that in mind. If you don't say, if the rent was only if we could only rent this for $1,300, then we need to focus on getting a bigger down payment. But it's here that we have a little cushion. We could rent it for $1,500. We might be able to get some monthly cash flow. Remember that 2 ways to get paid subject twos: monthly cash flow, down payment. Don't forget that, because a lot of you are going to be doing deals that are real tight on the monthly payment. I don't want you to walk away from those because you can always, not always, but sometimes get a $5,000, $10,000 down payment on a no cash flow deal. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, no cash flow deal. And for all you people that bought those no cash flow rental properties, spanky, spanky. If the loan is in your name, you're in trouble. But don't forget, the loan isn't going to be in our name. And let me remind you, what is subject to? Subject to, all we're going to be going in is we're going to take over the loan payments, get the seller to deed us the property so we own the house, but we did not sign personally for the loan, so we're not liable for that loan. The loan stays in the seller's name. All right, that's subject to. Okay, next thing we got to know is our principal. What is our principal? Total amount, principal balance. right there. Okay, 133,000. 133K. Now, I think this house possibly is going to be worth about 150 to 160. Basically, there's no equity there. The reason I say it's no equity there, just remember we have costs to sell. Cost to sell, I'm gonna flash that on the screen. Anytime to sell a house, you got about 10% cost to sell. You got 3% for the realtor that's representing the seller, 3% for the realtor that's representing the buyer, and then you've got 3% for your buyer just to be able to closing costs. So you got 9% right there, and then I just say another 10%, another 1%, 10% cost to sell. Let me write that here. 10% cost to sell. 10% cost to sell. That's if you sell on the open market, which we're not going to be doing. But if your homeowner, your seller owes 133 and it's only worth 150, plus this house is probably going to need some repairs, there's no equity there. All right, you got 13 to 15,000 just in fees. You know, so you don't want to deal with that. Plus fees plus repairs. All right, so there's no equity in this house. Arrears. How much are they behind? You have to know that stuff. When you ask the question, you don't say, "Are you behind?" We don't do that. We automatically presume that they are already behind. So the question that I ask is, "How many months are you behind, Ms. Smith?" I already presume you're behind. That's why we're here to help you. How many months are you behind? So we got here, past due amount $14.94. All right, you see that there, $14.94 behind. So totally, he owes right now $2,800. He owes this plus this. He owes $2,800. $2,800. He owes that today, and at the end of the month, he's going to owe what? Another $1,275, right? So that's going to keep adding up, keep adding up. Now, next, PITI. We're having a pity party. Does this loan include principal, interest, we know that, taxes, and insurance? So we're going to look here on the left of our paper, down at the bottom, past payment breakdown. So we got principal, interest down here, and then we have escrow. That's what we call escrows, where they take that money on your behalf and pay it out to the city and to the insurance company. So we've got $36 he paid from last time. I'm sorry, escrows, $300. There we go. $300 he's paid. So this does include taxes and insurance, $300. So he's got $300 a month in taxes and insurance. So basically the payment is only $1,000 or $975. He's got $300 going on just for taxes and insurance. Welcome to real estate. You're going to pay to play. You're going to pay to play. So the mortgage payment is like $975 plus $300 to make this to make that $1,275. But you got to pay it. Either you pay it every month, you pay it into the loan, or you pay it out of your own pocket whenever it's due. So we got yes. Let's put a yes here. Includes principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. You got to know that before you get there. And the last thing is the condition. That's what we have a question mark, right? We've got a question mark, and that's why our video today, I'm going to take you on site to the house. You're going to do the walkthrough, meet the seller, meet the neighbors. Neighbor is very important. You got to know who you are buying a house next to. You got to know this stuff. We're going to walk through it. We're going to kind of go through, estimate the repairs, because you got to know how to estimate repairs. But the biggest thing I want to share with you today is negotiating. You got to learn how to negotiate. You have to open your mouth. The good book said, God said, let there be light. He said, let there be light. What are you saying? What are you saying to your environment, to out in your universe? What are you saying to people? And he said, let there be light. So get out here and negotiate. If you want one of the best negotiating books in the business, the Real Estate Negotiating Bible. I'll flash that up too. Download it. You're going to get some good knowledge, some good tips and tricks to get the best real estate deal for you. All right, let's get out here and take a look at this house, walk through it. Take a few minutes to subscribe to my channel, like the content, and just comment below what type of trainings would you like us to do for you, so I can give you exactly what you need. I don't like just throwing stuff out in the universe. I like to be directed. Give me some direction so I can help you the best. All right, let's get out here. Let's go to this next house. Let's do it. All right, so we're here looking at our next property, guys. We're going to be, I like to drive down the street. Home investor taught me many, many years ago, you have to look at both sides of the street, look at 5 houses on each side of your subject house. 14207, where we going. So you can see this street looks very nice. Looks like this is your basic $150,000 to $200,000 houses in our area, the Hampton Roads area. This is a part of town called Denby, Newport News, for 207. So you can see, if you notice, the houses look good. Everybody got some pride of ownership. Probably not a lot of renters here, but could be some renters. Let's see what's going on. 14207. Looks like he has a U-Haul truck in the driveway. Is it 07, Steve? 09. Get a picture of that when we're pulling up. So he told me the house was in good condition, but I don't know if I believe that. You see that front overhang falling in right there. You keep rolling. You let it roll to you. I'm gonna talk real quick. Oh. So we're here. We're gonna go inside. This house here. I don't know if I'm meeting the seller or not, but we'll see when we get inside. And thank you, Steve, for working with me today.
No problem.
Yeah, so we can go inside and see what type of condition the property is. The main thing we got to know is, as I already told you, the condition of the property. We know the payment. We know what he owes. We got to see what condition inside, what we're walking into. All right, so let's take a look inside. Very, very nice location. I'm going to say it's going to be a C neighborhood. 3. Alright, so we're here at the property. Got Brother Henry. Thanks for coming to see us, Brother Henry. Condition of this house looks very, very good. Looks like. Did you do this floor tile yourself, Henry?
Yeah. This is what we do on the ships.
Floor tile? Oh, yeah, on the ship. It's ceramic?
Yeah, we do ceramic, quarry tile, vinyl tile, strata tile.
Cabinets are good. Countertops good. It just kind of has a lot of stuff. Are you gonna take all this stuff, Henry?
Yeah, well, my aunt and them are gonna come. Just
run through it.
There ain't gonna be nothing here.
Oh, you gonna get rid of everything?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And when are you gonna know about the appliances? Okay, appliances. We have to ask our seller about the appliances. Why? I'm glad you asked. Mentally, real estate and business starts in the mind. We have to negotiate mentally with our seller because I need to know where he's at mentally getting out of this house. He did tell us, if you notice, that he said something about he'd already moved out, but he's coming back from time to time. But you see, the house is still full of stuff. So when I asked him about the most important room in the house, the kitchen, mentally, what's going on with these appliances? I want to know what he's thinking. So he told us, may or may not take them. Hopefully, I was going to say, you can just have them, or I don't even mind if they say I'm going to take them. When they say they're going to take them, that means they're gone out of that property, right? They've moved on with their lives mentally. But you have to ask, gets them thinking about, are they in or out of the boat? You want your sellers in or out, all right? That way you can plan for the future and plan on closing the deal. Appliances, always ask, what are you going to do with these appliances, Mr. Smith?
About what?
Are you taking them or not?
I'm not sure.
You know what? I mean, you know that too?
Yeah.
All right. Flooring, guys, you can see, looks really good. I will say we're probably going to need some windows here eventually. These are the old wooden windows. I mean, but you can still use them. They aren't really desirable, but I'm sure that they all function. So this is going to be like our living area. That's going to be the dining area. It's a living room. Flooring looks wonderful. The paint looks good. Come on in. No problems with the painting. See, all this floor tiles good to go too. Wallpaper, not a big fan, but it's clean. All you gotta do is wipe it down. I'm sure it'll be fine. Come on in here. The half bathroom looks good. Looks like they really took care of the place. So we got the kitchen, the half bathroom right off the kitchen. You still got the water on too. Flooring in the bathroom looks good. Paint looks fine.
There's some more stuff.
What do you say?
There's some more stuff. There's stuff all around here.
Stuff packed in here.
All the closet probably need to be empty, but it's gonna.
You gotta get you some boxes, man.
It is, I ain't had a day off.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem.
This is like a smelling den. I think it's very nice. You can probably stick the kids in. And I like it because the back is attached. We've done a bunch of houses like this where the back room is attached to the den area. I guess this is the kids' playroom. Just stick them in here, get them away from you.
We watch football, eh?
Okay, your room. And back out here, you got a new heat pump, looks good. That pool is one, I don't want to deal with that. We're probably just going to let that go. No problem with that. And he's got a garage, just looks like he's got is the air handler new too?
Yeah.
Got a new air handler here too, and heat pump.
Yeah, both of these the same. See, I still got stuff hanging on the wall.
Wow, man, you got shoes everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You got Timberland, dog? So this is a garage full of stuff. I guess Brother Henry's gonna have to, you got his work cut out for him getting rid of this stuff. I promise you that.
Yeah, I gotta take some time off.
You got some family members to meet you here to help you with that?
Oh, yeah, it's just I don't have time right now.
Okay, you notice how I'm just throwing out different suggestions, trying to get him out of that property. You got family members that can help you. You want to just lightly, the subconscious mind, I don't know why, Earl Nightingale said it works very subtly. So little words, little actions, or even little things we see pops up later on in our lives, or even might pop up in your mind in a dream while you're sleeping. All right, but I'm throwing different ideas out there to help him get out of this house. It's been sitting like this for quite a while. So there's no reason for him to continue to pay these mortgage payments with a vacant house and paying the rent where he moved to. So let's throw some real subtle suggestions to him to see if we can help him get out of this thing.
Countless another guy on my job did it. The bathroom upstairs probably need a little work done to it.
Yeah, the wallpaper here is fine. Got a few nicks, but wallpaper lasts. I don't know. It's good. Yeah, this is small stuff. Come on upstairs, guys.
Oh.
When the last time you been here, Henry?
Let me see. What's the date? About 2 weeks ago. I don't come here unless I get my bike. I just brought it back Sunday.
Looks like in here we might have to do some stuff. I mean, it's nothing that's mandatory. Come on in. The vanity's good. Mirror's okay. We do have a new window here, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, this tub eventually is gonna have to. This tub gonna have to come out. You can see it's already starting to nick in here. You got some nicks in that tub, but you can use this tub. I'm not mad at it. It ain't like it's. You know what? You think this might be where the water's leaking, Steve? From downstairs on that wall? We'll look at that as we go downstairs. Remember that one?
Right, probably most likely.
Let's take a look here. So the bedrooms are just full walls. This must be the female bedroom with pink. No questioning there. It's got full walls like the other 10,000 we've looked at. Somebody kicked the door in.
That's the kid. Get mad at each other.
No light. What's wrong with this?
That's what I said.
What?
I said if we put this in the guest room, I've been trying to take it apart when I get a chance, but we've been working 6 to 6.
So Brother Henry has his work cut out breaking this stuff down. It's gonna take you some hours, my brother.
Boss told me he thought it might be the corner like that right there where the roof at.
Oh, from outside? Can we go and look at it again? We got a small leak in this wall back here. Wanted to see, kind of diagnose it. Go ahead. We're in that bonus dining room that I showed you about, the den, if you will. Against that wall there. You see, we got some damage coming.
Yeah, probably right here because I can see down. This is rotten now.
Oh shit! It's probably coming right in there, Steve. Yep. But ain't flashing above there? Shouldn't it be flashing above there though?
That's what he told me, but I seen it up there.
That's it. So it looks like yeah, it must be from there. He's the man, he knows he's the general contractor. He knows all that stuff. But that is the bed. It is right under the bed. Under the bathroom, Steve. That is right under the bathroom. It is right under the bathroom.
Oh, that's right.
It's right there.
Yeah, but the water is forward.
It's over there on that side. All right, so you see we have some moisture damage here that may bring down the value of the property and take away the what do you call it? I guess the, so to speak, the attractability, so to speak, or desirability of the subject too. So if somebody comes in with a down payment, then they have to do some of these repairs. These moisture damage repairs may take away from the down payment. Here we got, say we've got a $20,000 down payment, but we still got to do some repairs. So that 20 is going to come down to account for the repairs on this moisture damage. It has to be talked about so we paint a clear picture for our seller to understand why we can't give him but so much at closing. And guys, if you want to know some more about this negotiating stuff, I'm offering pre-sale. I'm not even offering it for sale yet. Pre-sale, my Ninja Negotiating 11 audio recording series. It's 11 audio recordings where I went into homes with a recorder and I recorded myself doing negotiating live in the property. Some deals we got, it's going to be subject tos, lease options, owner finances, and you'll see the link below. But if you want to learn more about negotiating, then we're going to offer that for sale right in the link below. You have to become a master negotiator if you want to do this business, period. You have to be able to negotiate and talk to people, which is what I'm doing now, and I'm showing you how to do that with all my videos. And this training will show you how to become a master. It's funny how there comes a training from time to time in life where you can buy a product, and after you've used that product, it changes the way you do business, or it changes your life or the trajectory of your life. Say for instance, when you bought the iPad, remember those, or the iPod when it first came out. No more CDs. It changed the trajectory of the music business, right? So Ninja Negotiating, the Ninja Negotiating is going to change how we negotiate with sellers because it's all laid out right there. All you have to do is pop in these CDs. After you listen to them, your mind will be transformed. You'll be a master. You walk out of that listening a master. And it's 11 different sellers you can learn from. Okay. You're going to hear different objections, how we overcame all that stuff. I was thinking if it's from the bathroom, it might be more over here though, right. You know? And it seems like it's worse there as it comes in. So we do have one thing, but I mean, it's super bad. How close do you need to be at 5,000 to make this deal work? Because the thing that excites me on this one is taking over the payments. I don't have to go out there and get another 140. We got over 133 right now. So you said you wanted more than 5,000.
That's what she wanted.
What she wanted.
She told me that's what I thought it was, but she said that's what they wanted for the
just for the materials.
Yeah.
So what is it?
85, and then he wanted 5 to put it all together.
So 10 grand. Oh, okay.
That's what she was.
Shit, yeah.
I should have let her ass come over here.
Yeah, you're right. So you need.
She do all that mess, you know. I don't get into
HG.
That. I'm always going, huh?
HG stuff. Home and go HG TV.
Cause my wife worked down at the VA. So,
okay. Yeah. So I gotta write something here, bro, Henry. What do you want me to put down here? What do you need in your pocket?
That's what she said.
10 grand. Man, that changed a lot from the car ride over here, my brother. So I don't understand why he said initially he wanted 5,000. Now it's going to 10,000. That may or may not work. I'm already he's squeezing me already on the cash flow, right? So you can't squeeze me but so much on the down payment too. So this deal right now is looking kind of skeptical. It's getting kind of iffy. Bro, Henry, okay, 10 grand.
That's what she got.
All right. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm not saying we can or can't. I'm here from Recon. Okay. Give me all the data, and then we'll go back and see what we do for you, my brother.
Okay.
5 grand was sounding maybe doable. Well, 10 might be a little high, but we'll see. And if you guys don't sell it, what are you gonna do with the house, Henry?
We ain't discussed that yet. I'm trying to get into shit. I wanted to move to Jacksonville, so we
Florida.
That's our main office.
Okay.
And the guy down there, he's retiring that runs their warehouse.
Okay.
So they made me an offer, but it wasn't enough.
Oh yeah.
Jacksonville, the cost of living is a lot cheaper, but not what they offered.
You better retire, don't you, bro?
4 years.
You ready to retire? Shit.
4 years.
Yeah, good for you. All right, bro, Henry. I'll be in touch with you. You noticed how my posture has changed. My posture has changed once he's told me he wants this $10,000, right? So everybody is attracted to confidence. Everybody's attracted to confidence, whether it's in relationships or in business. If he notices that my posture changed once he said that 10,000, then he knows I know what I want to do. Like if you're 5,000, okay, you got me in. 10, all right, I might have to talk to you later. So I have to be stern with my posture and be confident that I don't know if this deal is going to work. Hopefully it'll pull him to me. It'll magnetize me, pull him towards me to possibly do business, because he realizes that that may or may break this deal. All right, so we changed. Things happen. Everybody wants what they want, and we're not mad at them. They want 10 grand. That's what the man wants. Hey, what up? So, I see it moving out. Let's go talk to him. Maybe he knows something. Looks like the roof might be on the few. What happened right here on the front part?
I don't know.
Looks like a tree limb might have hit it.
That looked like 3 or 4 trees.
Okay, if you notice as we're leaving, I'm pointing out some small repairs because I want him to realize the house may need a little bit more work than he recognized or even knows. So he wants a big down payment. Let's say the house needed no repairs. And that's the only reason we're here today, to assess the repairs. Say he wants 10,000, house needs no repairs, cool. But the more repairs needs to be done, that down payment's gonna have to come down, brother's gonna have to come down. I wanna, and you notice how I subtly drop those repairs, because as Earl Nightingale says, the subconscious mind likes to work whenever it wants to. Sometimes it works while we're sleeping, right when you're waking up. You know, we got that little state where you're in between sleeping and woke. Sometimes it's working as you're watching TV or reading a book. The subconscious mind helps guide us through life. So I want to drop that on him real subtly so we can hear it and let his subconscious mind work on that so I can get that down payment down. I think that down payment is a little bit high for this deal here. Hopefully that subconscious mind will remember those repairs, the water damage, and that the roof up on the front there will get him to kind of change his mind to say, you know what, maybe 5,000 isn't such a bad deal.
Cut them all down. About that many.
Yeah, Steve, so what are your thoughts on that one? I didn't mean to pull a fast one on you, my brother. The lady, I know he told me 5,000. Okay, well, on the phone he told me he wanted $5,000 for us to take over his payments. But when we get here today, he said he wants $10,000. Steve, I'm sorry. Did I waste your time?
No, you did not. I would still look at the numbers and then come back at them with the original or the original numbers you thought or understood them to be.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it, bottom line.
He doesn't even know what he's going to do with it.
So, with the amount owed on the property and what you could resell it for, there's not a lot of room there.
There's no room. But we did get, remember guys, you got to have your mortgage statement. Can I see that? You got to have your mortgage statement, and you can see what he owes, his monthly payments there, how many months he's behind. He's 2 months, he's 2 months behind, and his payment's payment is $1,274. So this is the first piece of information you have to get. You must get when you're doing a subject to deal, guys. You gotta get it. Steve, you think it's gonna be worth $1,300 a month?
I don't know. I have to kind of just really look at the numbers. Numbers are real tight.
Yeah, they are tight. How much repairs do you think it's gonna cost?
If it's for a buy and hold, I would say you're under 10. You're well under 10.
Yeah, but if you buy and hold it, are you going to be able to cash flow it, or would this be for somebody that would be an owner-occupant?
Well, good question there, Chris. Like I would say, kind of got to look at, what the exit strategy is going to be because the numbers are so tight.
Yeah, this is the numbers. Shit, if it's $1,300 a month, what can something rent for out there?
What's that? With a 4-bedroom?
A full 1.5. Shit.
Yeah, you might be. You'll be doing good if you just clear the mortgage payment on it.
That's what I'm saying.
13, 14. If you can get 13, 14, you're doing good.
1,300, dude. You try to get 1,400, your people aren't going to be able to stay. And not going to be able to afford it. But an owner-occupant, I was thinking if they had 10, 15 to put down, but if he wants 10, I don't know how that's going to work. And you're 2,800 in arrears. What is it? 2,800 in arrears. I don't know. It's a real tight one. All right. Anything else you want to add, Steve?
I think that's it for now.
You got time for me to stop by Lowe's?
Sure. Once again, thanks for another opportunity traveling along. Look at another real estate opportunity.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming, bro, Steve. You are the master general contractor. Chris Haskins with the Real Estate Roundup. See you next time.